Guys, a miracle's happened. I'm not tired today. That's a lie, actually. I'm exhausted. What?
Dinner's ready.
I just started making. My brother just called me down for dinner. Oh, great start to a video. Hi there, everyone. My name's Danny, and if you didn't know this, I'm also a British gentleman from the 1800s. And it's been a while since I've, really been a British gentleman. But today, I thought we'd dive back into the wonderful, hellish app that is the world of Wattpad. Why am I doing this? For content. It's for content. Now, I never thought I'd be asking this, but I need you guys to write more fan fiction. Now you're asking, Danny, you hate these videos. Why would you want us to write more of this? As I've said before, all the fan fiction on Wattpad about me is smut. All of it 18 plus, very sexual. I would love it if someone out there wrote some non-smutty fan fiction. Something wholesome, like a little date at the park. Let's go get pizza and hold hands. Let's be platonic best friends. You see what I mean? I am begging you, please. Why do I do this? It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care. But after all is said and done, I am flattered that you guys do write fan fiction about me. Even if it is smut, it still is fan fiction, so I really do appreciate you guys. What am I doing with my life? Now, the one we're going to be reading today is called Dannyphantom.exe, female reader POV inspired one-shots. Warning, language, sex, very mild, consensual injury/abuse. That makes me feel so much better. Don't worry, it's only very mild and consensual abuse. That makes me feel great. It makes me feel great. Daddy King and British gentleman from the 1800s. Can't forget him, can ya? Based off of his POV videos, each part is an individual short story. Bear in mind that not all of them will be smuts, but a significantly large majority, if not all, will be focused around romantic themes. Huh? Okay then, not all smut, you say? I guess I'll have to be the judge of that. God. Why do I do this? All right, let's read the author's notes really quick. Okay, so I got the idea for each part is one short smut/lemon piece based off of this one POV, if you get what I mean. So part one is the calculus homework one. Part two will probably be the one where you break into his house and he catches you, etc. I don't really care if this gets a lot of reads/votes because I'm mainly writing these for fun, but anyways. Have fun reading, you horny weirdos. Oh, I promise you, I will not be having fun. Part one. Calculus homework POV. POV, you've asked me to help you with your calculus, but you've been annoying me, but I'm also a British gentleman from the 1800s. Always gotta start off with the POV. Good choice, I like it. You and Danny are sitting at the dining table across from each other in a comfortable silence. Danny has been typing away at his laptop, probably taking care of work business while you're working on your calculus homework. Taking care of work business. I'm a little confused by that double entendre. Is that the right word? Double entendre? Work business. Those mean the same thing. It's the same thing. Your teacher is such an asshole and assigned your whole class the double the standard amount of work for basically no reason. Occasionally you'd pipe up and ask Danny for some help with the harder questions, but each time you did, he continued to refuse by saying that you need to learn for yourself. Plus, he was up to his neck in business. You know why I'm saying that? It's because I'm not good at calculus. All an excuse. Learn for yourself. I have work to do. Nope, I just don't know calculus very well. The only math I'm decent at is geometry, so don't ask me for anything else. Yo, fuck algebra. Darling, for the last time, I cannot help you with your calculus homework. He looked up at you from over the top of his laptop after being quizzed about yet another question. But please, you start to say with a cutesy whining tone. And if you keep bothering me, he said sternly, with one facial expression you knew said, don't interrupt me. It's not going to be your GPA that's going to be fucking you. Is that understood? You'll feel your cheeks start to go red and your body begin to tremble. Yes, good. Now go be a good girl and sit down for me. He motioned to one of the lavish velvet armchairs facing the ornate fireplace on the other side of the room. Velvet with the fireplace, I like it. But now, what color velvet are we talking about? Because obviously we got the red and stuff, but what if it's a dark blue? That'd be sexy as fuck. Ugh, with gold trim. Ugh. Watch me getting thirsty over chairs. Oh, your armchair looks so big. Ugh. What is wrong with me? And I might join you in a bit if I'm feeling a bit gracious. Understood? Mm-hmm. You could barely speak at this point. His stern attitude had captivated and also slightly terrified you. People say I'm scary. I don't understand. My friends now will tell me, when I first saw you, I was so scared of you. I don't look intimidating. I look like a baby. I don't like being scary. It's not fun. You don't make friends by being scary. I don't have many friends anyways. That's okay. That's on purpose, by the way. I'm not lonely, okay? Speak up, darling. You know I can't stand it when you mumble. That is true, actually. I hate it when people mumble. Or when people people like start a sentence and then they just stop and they say never mind. I hate that so much. You can't just like tease the idea and then just not say it. Listen, buddy, you turned on the light switch. You just gotta. Yes, sir. Good girl. Now go sit down while I finish this email and then I'll go take care of you, he said with a glint in his eye. Oh, no, here we go. The only place this is going is down. You made your way from the table to the fireplace and sat down in one of the dark red armchairs. Fuck, they're red! That's not bad. But blue! And waited to hear Danny's footsteps echo through the room as he walked across the wooden floor. Sooner or later, you heard that exact noise and watched quietly from the corner of your eye as he sat elegantly in one of the armchairs and then relaxed, swinging one leg over the other and then crossing his arms. Let me just... You can't see, but it's like they're crossed. You can see him looking you up and down from the side of your eye, taking you in. Could practically hear him thinking about all the things he wanted to do to you. Like take you out to dinner and buy you food and kiss you on the forehead and hold your hand and say how much he loves you. That's so wholesome and nice. Is what's not gonna happen, that's for sure. Well then, he said before inhaling. You took a quick and short breath, nervous for what he was going to say next. We're going to have to decide on a punishment. Every time. Every single story. There's always some kind of punishment. I'm going to punish you, darling. I ought to think of a punishment. Every single time, without fail. Why can't I reward you? You did a wonderful job, darling. Here, have a cookie. That's my little pork champ. You know, like positive reinforcement. But I guess it wouldn't be as exciting. After all, I barely got any work done with that pestering of yours, he said with a hushed tone, and then leaned forward in his chair and uncrossed his leg before leaning on both of his elbows. Like this? Is this what you want? You can't see the rest because it's like, you know, out of frame. You sat there in silence, scared to say anything. You hated this side of Danny, but also loved it too for some godforsaken reason. I think I have an idea why. In my line of work, we like to call it daddy issues. Any ideas, sweetheart? Again, you said nothing. Your mouth tried to form the word no, but you were practically petrified. Danny understood the situation, though, and didn't hesitate to start up again when he realized you were unable to speak. That's just as well, then, he said with a sophisticated smirk. I have some ideas of my own. Okay, here we go. The path we will now begin to go down is one far from the path of God. He lifted a finger and beckoned for you to come over to him. Motioning for you to sit on his lap, you were in no mood to argue, so you did just as you were told. He lifted his hand to your chin and held your jaw between his thumb and his forefinger and gently forced your head to face him. You could feel his warm breath on your face as you stared into his eyes, helpless. Are you going to be a good girl for me? Kitten, he whispered as he moved his face closer to yours until your noses were almost touching. You nodded as he wrapped his other arm around your waist and pulled you in closer and then kissed you softly. That's nice. Why can't more of it be like this? I like soft kisses. Soft kisses are nice and are soft. I'm just dreading what comes after this. He nibbled your bottom lip gently before moving down and beginning to suck on your neck, leaving dark spots as he did. Somehow I don't think we could stray further from God, but yet here we are. Unexpectedly, he abruptly stopped and then whispered something in your ear. A question. You nodded, giving him a go-ahead before a sudden sharp pain shot through your neck as he bit down on your skin. I'm also a vampire, apparently. I vowed to suck your blood. No. Honestly, I think the Twilight vampires would be the best. Because one, the red and the yellow eyes are just sexy as fuck. And then two, I get a sparkle. Twilight vampire, best vampire. You whimpered, but couldn't get enough of the pain. Not when it was from him. Danny carried on down your neck, leaving little bite marks until he reached your collarbone. He then looked up at you, his lips parted and a small trail of blood came from the corner of his mouth. Yeah, he's a vampire. That's just confirmed at this point. He kissed you again, passionately this time, and you could taste your own blood as his mouth made contact with yours. How have we strayed so far from God? Don't worry, darling. This is only the beginning. Just the beginning? Again, I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm not a masochist. I'm a sadist. I know this. So why do I do this to myself? Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Who am I kidding? Happiness left a long time ago along with my dignity. He spread your legs and positioned one on either side of him so you were now straddling him still in the armchair. He patted his own shoulders with his hands to get you to put your arms around his neck. Are you ready? He asked, before placing his hands on your butt and lifting you up so you were now standing. Oh, so he was standing. I read that wrong. My bad. No, I'm not ready. Are you ready? He asked, before placing his hands on your butt and lifting you up so he was now standing. He carried you to the bedroom, slamming the door behind him with his foot and laying you down on the bed while positioning himself above you. He propped himself up with one hand resting next to your arm and began unbuttoning his white shirt with the other hand. He was now shirtless, wearing only a pair of trousers and a tie. He took his shirt off, but not his tie. I've tried that before. It doesn't work very well. You have to like go like ha, and then you gotta like ha. It's just easier to take off the tie. Listen, if you want to use like a tie like in bed, don't use it when it's tied like a tie. Desperately, you grabbed at his tie and made an attempt at pulling him closer for another kiss, but your hand was quickly slapped away. Now I get why the tie was there. No, 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 my darling. Good girls must wait patiently. Patience is a virtue. I've always said that. Oh, there's like something in parentheses here that says imagine. Close your eyes and imagine what he's doing. Imagine him slowly and tenderly taking off whatever clothes you're wearing. It's your character's, so it's your choice of outfit. I mean, like, isn't that how a POV works? I feel like you could have just written that as a descriptor. He leans forward and kisses your forehead. That's what I wanted! That's so cute! And then your nose, lips, neck, chest, and stomach. Oh, it got worse. Before stopping with his mouth hovering by your entrance. By your entrance. By your entrance. Knock, knock, I'm coming in. I mean, consent is everything, you gotta ask. Suddenly, he stood up again and went over to a set of drawers and took out 4 pieces of rope, a blindfold, and a gag. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna gag. Let me just, catch my breath. I don't need this right now. I don't. Why do I do this to myself? Why? Why? Silly me, I almost forgot. How foolish of me, he said with a smirk. Now then, are you going to behave for me, or will I have to make the punishment worse? No, sir. Now that's a good girl. Now, which do you prefer first? Arms or legs? How about both? I choose option C. Neither. You opened your mouth to speak, but before you could say anything, Danny had already spoken again. Back or front? How about we go on your front tonight? Switch things up a little, why don't we? I don't need this imagery right now. Why is there like backstory lore? I don't need context, I need Jesus. I did this to myself. I did this to myself. Danny leaned forward to kiss you again and then lifted you upright to a sitting position with his hands on the small of your back before gently turning you over so your face rested down on the gold bed sheets. Gold? Gold? Excuse me, I only wear silver jewelry. Except for those one dangly earrings I have, but have you not been paying attention? Silver! 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 Personally, I don't like how gold looks on my skin, so that's why I wear silver. You started unraveling the pieces of rope and you soon felt your limbs being secured to the bedpost loosely so that you were able to move, but you couldn't go anywhere without Danny's permission. I mean, at least I gave you the decency of moving. How kind of me. Right. He bent forward over you and started putting the blindfold over your eyes. You shuddered as you felt his cool torso press against your bare back. What happened to the tie? What? You made sure the tie stayed on. Where's the tie? Any last words, my dear? I'm gonna fucking kill you. Any last words, my dear? I'm literally just gonna kill you. No, what is this? I tied you to the bed and I blindfolded you. I'm gonna kill you. What is going on? Oh, I can read this. Any last words? I'm gonna kill you. What? Any last words, my dear? He chuckled lightly to himself before fixing the gag in around your mouth as to render you speechless. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny. Don't forget, anytime you need me to stop, you know the signal, don't you? You showed him the thumbs up that both of you had agreed on as a non-verbal safe word to let him know you remembered it. Thumbs up. I'm not going to describe it, but I could just kind of imagine it just kind of being like, just wanted to tell you good job. You're doing fantastic work down there, buddy. I can't read any more of this because he positions himself at her entrance. And what do you think he does when he gets to the entrance? I'll let you decide, but I can't read it here. Any last words? Never mind, it's still funny. You're doing great, buddy. I'm gonna stop. Oh, looks like there's a part 2 of this story. It's another POV. Well, it looks like I'll have to save that for some other time because I've tortured myself enough tonight. Again, I'm not even a masochist, but here I am reading this. I hope you enjoyed me reading my own fan fiction. Again, please write some nice, wholesome, cute fan fiction. Or keep writing smut. I can't tell you what to do. I don't know what else to say. Life is pain. My existence is nothing but suffering. Like the video, please. Consider subscribing if you want to see this more. Oh, God. Why do I want more? Again, I'm not a masochist, I swear. But if you want to see me read anything in particular, comment it down below or go to my Discord server. I have a suggestions channel I read every couple days. I love seeing your guys' ideas, so keep doing that. Go get food if you haven't. Go drink some water. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you're doing okay. But without further ado, stay safe, darling. Love ya. Oh, I'm done, thank God.